Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by again. Today I want to talk about flea market watches and flea market antique shops. Just watches that you find garage sales, something like that. Fun watches. And this video was inspired by a friend of mine, John from Garfield Coin Club. If you guys are into coins, into bullion, into vintage coins, copper coins, something with a high grade or so, just some nice coins. You got to watch my friend John. I'm going to leave a link for Garfield Coin Club. This guy knows what he's talking about. I recently got into the coins. I've been into the diamonds. I've been into the jewelry all of my life. My dad was a big coin guy. I have a lot of his books, so that helps. But if you think watches are hard, coins are extremely hard to learn because just a minute detail there will bring the value from 100% to 30%. And you're holding them in your hand and you're like, they look the same, they feel the same, but somehow they're not the same. So if you guys want to learn more about coins, go check out my friend at Garfield Coin Club. I'll leave a link down here below. So John, he went to a coin show, and he was talking about how the business he did in the coin show and how people were walking, and how one guy was trying to sell one of his coins and priced it out. And it just brought me to the good old days where I used to do all that. I still do. Summertime, Saturday, Sunday, I love going out to flea markets. I love going out to estate and garage sales. And today, I wanted to show you guys some of my pickups. These watches, if you're into the Rolex, into the high end, and you think we're going to talk about that here, we're not going to talk about that today on this episode. We're going to talk about the fun watches, the watches that you go out and you spend 10, 20, $25 hoping to find that Grail watch and an old shoebox. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm working on a few watches. I'm getting them cleaned, superficially cleaned. I'm timing them. I'm just something quick to put them up for resale on eBay, on OfferUp, Craigslist, whatever. If not, if I set up on a flea market next week or the following week or an antique show or something, I like to put these watches on a showcase. They always bring attention to the bigger pieces, or if not, they're really good conversation pieces. So that's what I want to talk today about. These good old watches, the watches that brought us in. Not the expensive, not the high horology pieces that we all aspire to. Today, I just want to bring us back to our beginners as the collectors, and to watches that it was just fun, that they work after so many years, that you take them out of a Ziploc with 20 watches in there. You see this old Gruen, you wind it up, and that sucker starts ticking. There is no better feeling than to see that. It almost chokes you to see that. That beautiful old watch that nobody cares about anymore, that's been abandoned, that's just been laying there for 30 years, 20 years, and nobody's cared for it. And now you're gonna get to care for it. Now you're gonna bring it home. You're gonna put wipe it off. Put a nice strap there, and it's gonna be your nice piece for a day or two or three. It's gonna make you feel good about watch collecting. So these flea market watches, that's what they're all about, making you feel good about watch collecting. So let me flip it over and I'll show you what I'm talking about, guys. So guys, let me start you off with this Gruen 14 karat gold fill, waterproof. Look at that patina on that dial. Isn't that just gorgeous? It needs a new crystal. Now, here's my method to these. This watch, I think I paid like about 15 to 20 bucks for it. Okay, so what do I do with it? I'll calibrate it as best I can. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I got a small tripod. So I calibrate it to the best I can, and I'll make sure the watch is working. I'll clean most of it up, but I'm going to leave a little bit of work for the new buyer to do. The hands appear to be relumed, but who knows? It's just a beautiful little watch, and And what I do, I grab it, I wind it, and if it's working, that's a big plus, because if it's working, that means I'm just going to do a quick calibration there, and I am not going to do a full service on there. So we can maintain the prices of these watches very, very affordable, very, very cheap, and that's what I like to do with these watches. Now let me show you the numbers on this watch. I did a little bit of calibration, nothing major. There's the watch, so you can see that it's still on the mic. Look at these numbers. Now this watch I'm going to sell for $40, $50 with a nice strap. You know, and a watch that's doing 16 seconds a day with a 246 amplitude and 0.07 milliseconds of beat error, guys, that's basically a full serviced watch. If you see it, it depends how you look at it, but these are great numbers for an old watch, for an old Swiss made, beautiful movement watch. That's the fun of these watches. Looking for them, finding them, and doing something simple to them, and make sure, that you don't do everything to them. If you're gonna flip it, if you're gonna keep it, yes, then you want to make it your own. So this one, like I said, the crystal, it'll be for the new owner. That this blemish you see right here, it'll be for the new owner to fix. He did something. He switched the crystal. He probably put a new band because he didn't like the one I put it on. And now it's his piece. He could call it his custom piece. These watches I like to call old girlfriend's watches because they're 26. Let me see how big these are. That is a 26 millimeter, so it's going to be a 26 millimeter square. But these watches, these old Gruen, I mean, they're just beautiful watches. I'm going to probably throw the case in the ultrasonic on this one so I could get clear, clean all that arm cheese right there. And a little bit of polishing to the crystal. And we're back to the basics, guys. We're back to the fun of watch collecting, and this is what it's all about. Going out, looking through junk and finding some treasures. Are they going to be valuable tomorrow? No, but watch collecting is not about value tomorrow. Watch collecting is about fun today. Yes, you're going to buy your big Rolex and hoping it'll gain value. Yes, you're going to buy your big Omega Seamaster Man on the Moon with this and that you love. I love those watches too, guys. But God, this just brings me, so much happiness that I could bring these watches and bring them back to life. And like I said, when I buy them, I wind them, and if they're working, that's when I'm all over them, because I know that with a little bit of regulation, I can make them work again really good. This one, look at that, a day date, automatic, beautiful Hilbros. Yes, it's a 33 millimeter, but look at that dial. Look at that sunburst on that dial. This one I did complete. I did the crystal. It's regulated. I did everything to this watch, but it needed basically nothing. Just a beautiful watch. And I found this on a big plastic tote with a bunch of watches. I went in there. I should have put a glove on there because it's dangerous going into big totes with no gloves. But this came out of there, just full of grud. The watch didn't look nearly how it looks now. There's another Gruen Precision. Look at that watch. Look at that dial. To a lot of people, that's an ugly dial, but to me, that's just a dial with a lot of character. Yes, it's damaged. Yes, it's not beautiful to see. To a lot of people, look at the loom. It's got rust. So we all know that that water came into there. But guys, I just wound up this watch. Now, let me show you why things were well made back in those days. This watch, I haven't done anything to it. I just grabbed it. I pulled it out of the plastic bag that I had, and look at the numbers. So you might think, whoa, 40 seconds plus 40 seconds a day. That's nothing, guys. That watch with 152 amplitude, once I'm done regulating it, once I'm done with it, it'll probably bring the amplitude up to 200. I'll bring it down to within 10 to 15 seconds a day, and I'll try to fix that beat error to close to zero as I can. And the watch the watch is working fine. Yeah, right here we have a little bit of a misbeat, but we'll probably fix this misbeat right here once we fix that beat error. Guys, you can't beat it. You know how much I paid for this watch? I paid $15 for this watch. You know, I'll put a band on there, I'll regulate it, I'll do whatever it needs, as long as it doesn't take a lot of time. And these are good pieces to put on a showcase for $35, $45, guys. If it goes on eBay, then it's got to go for 55 because you got to pay the big fees. But still, these are these are just great watches that no one is looking at. No one is looking at. No one in the hobby is looking at them because they all want the grail piece. Everybody's, just trying to get the big grail piece. And I wanted to do this video to bring you guys, back to basics. I can't leave out my quartz watches that I really, really enjoy. This watch right here, I'll take the old man strap off of there. And I think I got an original Timex band for this one. And young kids right now, they're buying a bunch of these watches. Old Seiko, flip the new battery in there, and the watch is working beautifully. You know, like I said, just a new strap. Look at this. Beautiful Citizen. Look at the scratches on there. That means it's a sapphire crystal. So, this, another old Seiko. This, I'll buff the crystal, and the crystal will look almost brand new when I'm done with it. PVD watch, black PVD watch. Junkers. Yes, they're junkers. They're POSs if you want to. You can call them whatever you want. But the one thing you could call them above all is fun. Fun. And fun to go out and fun to look at them and fun to find them. Just like John did at a coin show, and he had fun. He dealed and wheeled person to person. No internet, no app, no nothing. Just you and somebody else and making that deal, and that's what I love about it. I'm going to show you this other one that I found. This Gucci with a Movado movement. Listen to that. Gucci with Movado movement. It's all brass, beautifully made. Everything is brass. Let's put it on the timer and see what it says. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful watch. Plus 4 seconds a day. You can't buy that at the store. Nonetheless, go out and find it for $10, $15. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit of an erratic beat right here, but it's giving me no beat error. So I've done nothing to that watch, guys. I just wound it up right now. It's probably settling down from the wind. So guys, that's what I'm talking about. Going out, finding your pieces, beautiful, beautiful pieces like this, and having fun with them. Not thinking that they're an investment, thinking that they're fun. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So guys, that's my video for today. I showed you a little bit of what I was doing. A lot of times I get asked, "What are you doing back there in the bench?" So you don't get to see a lot of what I'm doing because I'm blocking it with the chair. But I'm doing the fun part today. I'm not stressed. I'm just relaxing. Doing what I love, working on old watches, working on vintage watches. After all, this is collecting vintage watches. Thank you guys for your support, and do me a big favor. If you made it this far, do me a big favor. Go to John's channel. I'm going to leave a link down here. Garfield Coin Club. He just started this channel. I want him to make 1,000 subs, hopefully by the end of this video. Do me a big favor. Go down there, sub to his channel, especially if you're into coins. And that way, I could tell him tomorrow, I got you to 1,000. Do me that favor, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you.